Hello, I'm Dustin Goncharoff, and I'm a graduate student researcher at Northwestern University, and I study the Prion phenomenon. So what is a prion? It's a proteinaceous, infectious particle. By proteinaceous, we just mean it's made out of protein, just like you would eat for dinner as a steak or beans. Those are the same proteins that we're talking about. However, in your body, there's quite a few different types of proteins. They act as building blocks for your cells and the rest of your body. They also act as enzymes or little machines to break things down or build things up. So they're proteinaceous, but they're also infectious. And that means exactly what you think it means. It can pass from animal to animal or from cell to cell within the same animal. And we're talking about humans as well when we talk about animals. So what makes these prions so interesting? Well, to understand that, we have to back up for a second and understand that proteins themselves are built out of smaller building blocks known as amino acids. One amino acid is tryptophan that you can find in turkey and makes you sleepy. When we take quite a few of these amino acids and link them together into a chain and then fold that chain up, we get a protein. Each protein has a normal shape that it takes so that it can do its job within the cell. However, in the case of prions, instead of just having this normal shape, they can take on an abnormal shape. And this abnormal shape is what causes disease. However, something even more interesting is that these abnormally folded proteins can then cause normal proteins of the same type to switch and go rogue with it, leading to the infectivity of the prion. But one thing that we don't understand as researchers is why some proteins can act as a prion and most proteins can't. Is it the sequence of amino acids? Is it the type of amino acids in the protein? Or is it some other aspect that we have to consider? And that's something that I research. And I use the model system of yeast to research this. It's the same yeast that you would use to bake bread or make pizza dough. And what's cool about these yeasts is that they have their own proteins that are natively there and act as prions. Don't worry, they can't infect humans, but they're a really useful tool to study prions. So why would we want to study prions? Well, they cause disease. One disease you may be familiar with is mad cow disease. When you eat contaminated meat from cattle, the abnormally folded proteins there can then cause your own proteins to take on this abnormal shape, causing the disease. Also, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ALS, all of these diseases have proteins that act in a prion-like fashion. In addition, cancer may have proteins that act in the same manner, but that's another project I'm working on and a story for another time. So if you want to learn more about prions, you can hit up the links below, or you can shoot me an email with your own questions. Thanks for watching.
So don't get too far ahead of yourself. What's the next sentence after why some proteins can't?
Most proteins can't. Oh. Is it the sequence of amino acids, or is it the type of amino acids, or something else that okay.
Good. Okay.
I found myself.
Good.
Like a sparrow's little journey here.